I'm Cherri Coleman. I am a teaching artist and arts and education consultant, and I'm here through the Tennessee Arts Commission. Miss Grooms, back in 2019, had a vision of a project to teach her students resilience. Very focused on joy and the transformative power of art.
The title of the original show was Joy Unconfined, because we're confined in this room. All of our joy, all of our art, all of the things that we experience in here, we're not going anywhere else. No one else was seeing it.
The way that she described it to me was, I want lots of hangy, shiny, drippy, drapey things. What we ended up doing was we took words for joy from all over the world, and not just in different languages, like what joy feels like if you're having a good scare, what joy feels like if you've got butterflies in your stomach, all the different types of joy. And the students had to take those definitions, and then in groups, they took what was essentially trash, and they had to transform all of that into that definition of joy.
One day they were just like, you're not going back to school.
So we were ready for exhibition, and COVID hit.
COVID happened. And COVID completely changed the mindset of joy unconfined. Because when COVID happened, we were all confined. And it was really hard to find your joy in that. I had to come in and pack it all up because we couldn't do anything with it.
I was afraid that no one would know what they had accomplished.
And then it just hid. It was so depressing. It just hid in a closet for almost a year. We decided to redefine the whole thing. What is joy to us now? It was finding a different way to take those pieces that we had once just created for whimsy and now make them part of how we find our journey back to our joy.
As we have come back together and added the emotions and experiences of having gone through COVID.
COVID was definitely a very iffy time for a lot of people, and so being able to show your interpretation through visual representations, I think is a very good thing. Representing when COVID sort of hit, and this is supposed to be representing the black and white, the uncertainty of what was going on. It's basically supposed to be a visual representation of the stages of COVID, so pre-COVID, during COVID, and then that weird transitional period and into now where we're a lot more comfortable with what's happened, and we've made this new normality so that yes, it's changed, but we can still live in it.
A very talented dancer, her name was Sadie Gray, and she came in and she performed for us. The students actually were able to be influenced by the movement during the dance, and she was able to help us develop movement visually. We also got to experience the movement physically. Her involvement in this show was so enriching and helped to propel our thought process and our program forward.
To see the whole show go up and to know how many people have now seen their work and all of their stubborn idealism and forceful joy is just amazing.
Colorful, and we have a lot of spray paint that's representing our rebellion to the idea that we can't be the other.
Butterflies woven out of string. That's nuts.
It became so much deeper than I ever envisioned it ever would be.
This is the happiness at the end of the tunnel.
What'd you like about it?
Everything.
The beginning was really interesting.
Made me feel inspired.
What did you guys think?
It was great.
It was cool. It looked amazing. It's a museum. That's what.
I learned a lot throughout this process. I learned that, first of all, that Miss Cherri Coleman can make a grant process super easy and super fun. Because of this show, I was also able to redevelop and redefine my own instructional process.
Oh, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it.
It was very worth it. It was very worth it.
Honestly, just the whole experience, and I thought it was a lot. This was really fun. I really liked all the flashy lights.
I don't think I'll forget any of it. I mean, it was probably like so far the highlight of my junior year. It's been a very hard year, and so being able to just kind of immerse myself in it, I was really excited. I was really comfortable. It was a good time.
This was really worth it. It made me really look at life and opportunities I could have within art. That I learned stuff from my classmates and interactions I think will really help me as an artist.
I remember how it made me feel. The eyes and the faces of the kids as they walked through the hallway, of the comments that the parents made about how proud they were of their children, of just the overall emotional feeling that you felt when you stood in the middle of the room with all of the stuff happening around you. All of that was just, it's not forgettable. You can't ever forget that. And I think that we found it in our journey. I really think that we found what we were looking for. I enjoy making art again.